Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. So please like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. So, oh my goodness, like, this energy right now is kind of weird because I wasn't feeling this way before, and I sat down just to do the reading, and I got a pit in my stomach. And there was a reading that I did. I haven't even uploaded it yet, where that energy was in there, and I don't remember what I said in it. Maybe I'll have to rewatch it. I'm not sure, but it's just kind of unsettling. I keep feeling like oh, like I should be worried about something. So I'm not sure what that's about, but yeah, I keep getting that pit in my stomach. It doesn't feel like nervousness. It feels like I'm scared, like I'm worried. That type of energy where you get that pit and you're just like, something's wrong. That's what this feels like. And the one thing I wanted to mention, which is weird too, because Death in the Maiden is here, which is invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. And this feels energetic to me. It could be an actual person as well, someone crossing the line with you, but it's just weird that this showed up with this energy, this kind of pit in my stomach. So I don't know if it's a warning for someone that someone's going to cross the line with you in a situation, because I don't feel like they already did, and if they did, this is happening again with another person, same person, or energies or something. I'm not sure where it's coming from exactly, but one thing I do want to mention, which is weird, and I don't know why I want to mention it, maybe it happens to some of you, and I'm not well versed in this type of stuff, because it's happened to me on and off, but not on the regular. And last night was really weird. It really hasn't happened like this in a long time. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh my goodness. It's like I'm just waking up. Anyway, that's what it feels like, just getting out of bed. Oh, maybe someone is. Anyways, last night it was so freaking weird. Okay, so I've had this happen before where I'll wake up and I'll wake up because I'm gasping for air, like like I'll wake up like that, and it's just a sudden wake up, and I don't stop breathing or anything, but it's just kind of like why am I waking up like that? That doesn't happen often, but it's happened before. Well, that happened again last night, and I don't think I was asleep for very long, to be honest, but I don't remember how long. And I was asleep, but I didn't know it. And in this dream, it was so vivid and so real. I was reaching on my nightstand, moving my water bottle around and stuff, like tapping around like this, trying to find my inhaler. And I think I found it a couple times in the dream, and I used it and put it back. And I'm just like, I don't know, it was just like what I would do when I'm awake if I needed it, and I don't need it very often, but my allergies this year have been shit. So anyways, that was a dream, and I didn't know it because I wake up going like I couldn't breathe, and I'm like, where's my inhaler? And I'm feeling around, I'm like, it was just here. I'm like, what the fuck? So I had turned on a light, and I'm looking under the nightstand, behind the bed, I'm looking everywhere, and I'm like, maybe I dropped it when I grabbed it the last time. I'm like, what the fuck? I never even brought it upstairs. It wasn't even up there. It was what I remembered, what I did was a dream. And then the most fucked up thing is this morning when I woke up for the day, I was looking for my inhaler again because I bring it downstairs so I don't have to run up and down the stairs and shit all day, just in case I need it. So like at night it's on my nightstand, and during the day it's in my purse. So I'm like, where in the motherfuck is it? It was just here. So what's crazy is when I woke up to use my inhaler, it just wasn't even there. Like I know I just said that. I feel like, I don't know how to explain it. So I had to go downstairs and grab it out of my purse because I never brought it up. But the weird thing too with that is once I went downstairs to grab it and bring it up, I didn't even fucking need it. I didn't even use it. I don't even know why I was looking for it. Anyways, it was just weird because it felt so real. Like I literally remember doing that, and it was a dream. So maybe some of you are having vivid dreams that maybe you should pay attention to. I'm not saying like what I did in that dream was significant, but it's like a psychic dream if you think about it, because what I dreamt about is what I was doing when I woke up, or what I was gonna do. And that had happened one time where it was like a psychic dream, and I'm like, I already did that. Why is this not? It was so weird because I remember in a dream it was getting really hot in my room, and I'm like, oh, I had a space heater at the time. This was a few years ago. And I was like, oh, it's so hot. So I got out of bed, walked around my bed to the heater, turned it off, and climbed back into bed and went back to sleep. And then I wake up sweating my ass off. And I'm like, I just turned the fucking heat off. Like, why am I so hot? I had never turned it off. It was a dream. I dreamt what I did, what I was going to do. Like, so when I woke up sweating, like literally woke up, because I woke up in the dream. And in this dream last night, I woke up in the dream, which is kind of fucking weird when that happens. But I remember doing it, and then I did the same fucking thing. When I literally woke up, I walked around the bed and turned off the heater, and then climbed back into bed. It was weird. I don't know why I'm talking about that stuff. So, significant dreams. Anyways, just a little mini share for y'all. Collision of belief styles, attitudes, and energy. Someone might not believe in the things that are happening or occurring around you. Oh, the other weird thing. Paranormal activity out the wazoo lately. I'm just saying, it's so cool. Some of it I had on camera. It's on my Patreon. I shared a video of my light turning on and off. And it was while I was talking about spirit communication and shit in a video. I was re-listening to it, and I was like, whoa, it's answering my video. I just saw an orb. But I'm getting nervous. But anyways, I don't know why. My light flashes all the time. I'll say it in video and readings and stuff where I'll get confirmation, be like, oh, my light just flashed. You guys can't see it because it's over there. But the other night, not last night, the night before, because I was trying to think of every rational explanation for this, okay? And none of it makes sense. So I have a Roku, and it's one that I had to buy and plug into my TV because this isn't a smart TV in my room. I barely watch it. And we have Roku on the living room TV that's built into it. My daughter has one built into hers. My son doesn't have one. And their father downstairs doesn't have one. But they're all separate accounts, like separate Roku accounts. And if you download the Roku app on your phone for the remote control, you have to put in a password to connect to, you know, whoever's Roku account. Otherwise, anyone could just fuck with your shit, you know? So I don't have that. I have just the remote that came with it. And I'm watching this movie or show or something. I can't remember, whatever. It's the other night. And it's starting to get good. And I said out loud to myself, I'm like, I really should go to bed because, like, I should really go to sleep because the babies are going to get up early and I'm going to be so tired if I don't go to sleep right now. But I'm like, oh, this is getting so good. I'll just watch a little bit more. And right after I said that, I'm not even fucking shitting you. I keep staring at the TV because it's like, it was so weird because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? After I said that, it went through, I didn't even have the remote on my bed. It was on my nightstand. It went out of Netflix and into Spectrum, which is just the cable, like live cable or whatever. And it went through all the things to that, and it stopped on Little House on the Prairie. And I'm like, I'm not watching this. It's boring, for one. If you like it, you know, that's great. But I never liked it as a kid, and I really didn't want to watch it. But that would have been a show that would have put my ass to sleep, you know what I mean? And I'm like, my TV just went to Little House on the Prairie. What the mother of crap? And then I laid there in bed, and I'm just like thinking, like, okay, well, maybe someone, like, the wires got crossed with a remote or something, and everyone was asleep, so that wasn't it. But I didn't know that till the next day. But I'm like, and then I was getting ready to grab the remote to turn the TV off, and it backed out of Spectrum and went to the home screen and fucking turned off. And I'm like, well, guess I don't have to turn it off. It did it for me. My TV has never done that. Never. Not even once. And we've had multiple Rokus on different TVs for a while. Like, I was going, oh my gosh. So, some spooky happenings are happening. And it's usually when that happens, a spirit's way of trying to get our attention for whatever reason. But I just feel like the energies are picking up, which is probably where some of the sinking feeling energy is coming in for me, because I pick up on people too. You know, it's not just people on the other side, you know. My shoulder's starting to hurt just right here, almost like I'm getting pinched. So I don't know if it's like a sore muscle, pinched nerve, or if it's like when you grab someone like that, you know. They're trying to grab your attention, because if you think about it, it's like, listen to me. That's what that makes me feel like, or that's what makes me think of, because my dad used to do that when he wanted us to really pay attention. He'd do like a little monkey bite and be like, are you listening? That's kind of what I'm feeling. So spirit's going, are you listening? Are you paying attention? There's something that they're trying to get your attention regarding a matter, and I feel like they're trying to get my attention as well. And that's why I'm bringing it up publicly. Plus, I love sharing that shit. If you don't like listening, click off. It is what it is. Because this is whatever comes out, you know? And it always comes out for a reason. Oh my God. I feel like weak and like all of a sudden, I don't know why I want to shake my hands. This isn't the scared. It's not that. It's like, I feel like my hands are going tingly for some reason. But I'm not having a panic attack or anything. I've just felt kind of weak, kind of nauseous for a second. I don't know if somebody's dealing with a health issue or if they will. It's gone now, but all right, give me more on the storm angel energy, please. 1111 could be significant for some of you as well. Like you could be catching that a lot, like 1111, 111, or just a whole series of ones. Something to do with the number 1 is significant here. That's not it. Let's see. 7s are also significant, but I feel like it's multiple 7s. So like 777, 777, 7777, you know, shit like that. Family wishes come true with well. If there was anyone in your family that didn't see eye to eye with you, if they didn't believe the same way that you believe, if they didn't believe in your abilities, especially if we're talking spiritual, or if paranormal activity was happening, because that's what's making me think of, even if it's not, you know, your spiritual gifts, like if you're not a reader, if you're not a psychic or a medium or anything like that, which I do feel like if you are in that energy, there's probably people around you who don't believe in you, but I feel like there's something that just can't be explained away, and it's kind of making someone go, holy shit, yeah. I believe you, you know, even though they didn't before, because there's a clash here. So someone's coming around because of something that's happening or something that happened. It's a series of events that have happened. So you could have been right on the money with a lot of different things, and it's opening someone's eyes. But regardless of gifts and stuff, even with paranormal activity, like if your house is haunted or, you know, strange happenings are happening, a lot of times people chalk that up to the wind, to a malfunction with something, to anything but what it is. And sometimes it is a malfunction or an electrical issue or whatever. But not always. Especially if it's happening in multiple places, even if it's, you know, within the same space, like within your own home, or it's just happening around you. Because what it's making me think of is the other day when I was in the car, I heard in my head, and I don't even know why it popped in because I wasn't thinking about any of this stuff. I heard, you're the one that's haunted. So it's like having an attachment. No matter where you move, where you go, spirits around you, whether it's a good attachment or a bad one. But I don't really feel that negative energy in here, so it doesn't really feel bad. I just feel like your spirit's drawn to you. You're like a beacon of light, even if you don't understand it, or I feel like you would understand it, but at least a little bit, or you would question it because it's like, well, this stuff is happening around me. You know what I mean? But I feel like someone might not have believed in the things that were going on. So if you're going, my cover's just ripped off the bed, or my door's opening and closing, or, you know, whatever the hell, it could be anything. Whoever you were talking to or told or shared this to, they didn't believe. But I feel like someone's coming around because it's too much to chalk up to a big coincidence. I also feel like there's a skeptic here who's having spiritual experiences as well, and they probably didn't realize just how many spiritual experiences they've had because they shrugged it off as nothing. That's what it feels like for someone. So let's see. That's really cool though. That pit in my stomach just went away. So this energy could be making someone a little nervous, feeling uneasy. Like, well, yeah, if you're a skeptic or you're not used to strange happenings happening, just saying, it can be kind of terrifying if you're new to it. I don't know, I feel like somebody's having an experience and it's making them a little nervous. Like, what the fuck is this? This is weird. I just heard you're weird, so someone thinks you're weird for something you're doing and saying, but that's okay. Let them think what they want, you know what I mean? Forever diamonds. Being your authentic self. So there's something here, I don't know, you're just being true to you, true to the situation, you're being honest, and someone just didn't believe in what you were saying and what was going on. Like, yeah, right. That's really what I want to say here. It's like, yeah, fucking right. Well, you're gonna prove, I don't know, you're gonna prove everyone wrong, you're gonna prove yourself right. You know, this is a good example too. It's like when a child is like, there's a man in my closet, he scares me at night, and the parents are going, there's nothing in your closet, see, it's empty, and whatever, like, don't worry about it, it's just your imagination, it's not real. And the kid's fucking terrified because at night, the man, whoever the hell that is to that kid, it's just an example, is fucking with him and scaring him. And the parents are like, well, why is my son or daughter so scared of the man in the closet, you know? And they finally put a camera in there. Like, well, just for peace of mind, don't worry, you know, we'll be able to see what the man's doing if he comes in. And then come to find out, the camera catches the door opening, and you can't see the man like the kid can, but you can see what's happening around the child, and you go, holy shit. There's a moment like that for someone, regardless of children and shit. It's just like, you don't believe, you don't believe, you don't believe. Holy crap. How do you explain that? That's what this feels like. And it has something to do with you being correct about a situation or being correct about something that someone wasn't seeing clearly, even if it's not paranormal. But that's just a good way to explain when someone doesn't fucking believe you until they have proof, you know? Because that happens a lot in situations like that. And then the parents feel like assholes for not listening. Like, oh shit, I should have listened. I don't want this deck. I want one of these for some reason. Alright, give me more on being your authentic self and gifts. So gifts are definitely significant here. And someone just doesn't believe in you, what you do, what you can do, your capabilities, or ghosts, the paranormal. The unexplainable. There's always an explanation. Sometimes it's not what you think, though. Just saying. I don't know why it's making my eye hurt really bad right here. Like, I feel like I'm getting, like, either stabbed in my eye or, like, someone's, I don't know, my eye's getting fucked with. It's on the left side. I don't know why. Did somebody have eye surgery? Jinn, which is like the genie energy. A magic unfolds, a risk as high will arise. Wishes will be granted, but beware the design. This still feels paranormal to me. It's like something you've wanted is coming to fruition. It's happening, but it's not as it seems or not as you expected. There we go. Something's going on or will occur here that you've wanted that isn't like you like wish granted, but it's not what you expected at all. Like how it happens, how things unfold, is different because it's making me think of like tricky energy, and spirit can be tricky too. You gotta have a true intention when you're messing around with magic and stuff, or when you're making those wishes and stuff. I don't know, read the fine print. It's not even just read the fine print. Be specific. Be specific with what you want, with what you're praying for. Do you know what I mean? Because for some reason it's making me think of something that's like a blessing and a curse. And I've said that about my spiritual gifts. I truly believe that my capabilities are a blessing, but sometimes it can be a curse because it can happen at random times. I don't always understand things that are coming through because I don't know who it's for. And I could just, like, I get messages all day long. Not every day. It just depends on, the day and what needs to come through, because some days are completely quiet, which is great. But I get bored on those days, to be honest. If I'm just being honest, I love spirit. I love it when they talk to me and tell me stuff, even if I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But where was I going with that? A blessing and a curse. My light's flashing right now. It's not flashing, it's like flickering. And no, there's no issue with it over there. Usually, if I'm not reading and stuff, or laying in bed. When I'm reading and laying in bed is when it flickers the fucking most, which is weird. But any other time, I can run by it. I could bang on the floor, bang on the thing, and just do everything. It won't flicker at all. At all. But anyways, I was going a blessing but a curse. So something might not be exactly as what you expected. Because like having spiritual gifts and abilities is a beautiful thing and it is a blessing. But when it happens at, during times when you don't really want it to, or you need a break, or it's unexpected, that's when it can be kind of like a curse. Like right now, really? I'm in the middle of something, or I'm tired, whatever it is. But it's not just about spiritual gifts. There's something that you've wanted that you wish for. It could be a person, relationship, family situation, money, career, whatever it is. It's something you wanted. But there's a stipulation. That's what it feels like. Like, here you go. This is yours. It's coming to you. So when it's in your grasp, you can grab it. You can have it. But there's something you need to be aware of with this, because there's more to this situation than meets the eye. Okay. Yeah, there's something hidden. Because this is making me think of someone who's sneaky. Now I'm getting that pit in my stomach again. Where everything seems picturesque. Like everything's going well. This is good. I don't know. Someone's doing well. The situation's all hunky-dory, but there's something behind the scenes that's not being shown to you. I mean, it could be being shown to you spiritually, intuitively, and whatever, but physically it's not. Someone's keeping something from you. There's more to the situation. I don't know let's see if we can get more on what that situation is. It has something to do with being kind, kindness. There could be an ulterior motive with someone being kind to you, helpful. Or you're being kind to the wrong person. Because there's something hidden. Give me more on this Jinn energy, please. There's something to do with an inn, so like a motel, hotel could be significant in this situation for some of you. We have the Knight of Cups. I said the word kind. This is like kind gestures, love, showing affection, being nice to someone. There's a stipulation with this love. He's making me think of every fucking movie that has a genie in it. It's like, You have 3 wishes, but you can't wish for, I think isn't it immortality, love. You can't make someone fall in love with you. I don't know what the other one is. But that's what's making me think of, is like, you can't make someone fall in love with you. So you can wish for, I don't know why it's making me think of magic. I guess these are just examples, but like, you can want someone. You can wish for it. Be like, oh, it'd be so great if you and I connected, if we were together. And that might happen here, okay, for someone, where, oh, yay, wish granted, this person is gonna date me. And then you find out who they truly are, because there's something hidden here. And that they don't really love you. That there's an ulterior motive here for some reason, because someone's sneaky, someone's hiding something. And it's like, well, this is what I wanted, but this is not how I wanted it to be. That's the stipulation. I got who I wanted. I got, yay, my wish granted. But it could turn out to be a motherfucking nightmare, because I think I wrote that in this book, and I'm staring at the book. It had something to do with that. Yeah, it was on the first page. I'll read it all because I don't know what it says, but the bottom part's what's most significant. I wrote this at 1:16 p.m. on 5/21/22. So, someone's picking sides. This is the other side of the coins, what I just heard. Anyways, I wish you. That's not what it says. I wish I were the moon tonight, shining bright over my head as I lay still. Butterfly kisses are all I'll have, through the rain that pours all around, drowning me. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. And then I drew a heart. Dreams do become bad times 10. My daughter and I share the same birthday, which we legit do, which is kind of fucked up, because actually my birthday is Halloween, so October 31st. Hers is October 18th. And I didn't know this till a few years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago now, because I kept hearing that message, like, you and your daughter share the same birthday. And I'm like, no, we don't. That ain't for me. Who the fuck's that for? You know? And then I went through a keepsake box that I had or something, and I had saved a hospital bracelet that I had from when I was a teenager. When I was 14, I had alcohol poisoning, and I died and was resuscitated. And the date that happened was October 18th. It's my daughter's birthday. How fucking weird is that? I'm like, we do. Like, if you think about it from a resurrection standpoint, we do have the same birthday. And I do have strong Libra in my chart as well, even though I'm a Scorpio. But it makes me wonder if my chart has shifted because of that. But regardless, that could have happened to some of you. You might have the same birthday as another person, like you and so share the same birthday. I mean, if you think about it, twins. They're born on the same fucking day. They have the same birthday. There's something significant to do with that, like sharing a birthday with someone. Whatever that means to you. Because it could be as spooky as me and my daughter sharing the same birthday, or as normal as twins being born on the same day, you know? All right, give me more with the Knight of Cups, please. I just... listen to your gut. Okay, if you get that pit in your stomach, well, yeah, because that's the feeling I had when I was 14. And right before that incident happened, I had a sinking feeling, and I didn't want to go to where we were going. And I trusted the person I was around, so I went with them, and I should have just listened to myself. Don't ignore those feelings, that pit in your stomach. If you get a bad feeling, even if it's surrounding someone you want to be with, or a situation that you've wished for, like, this is what I've wanted, and then you get that sinking feeling, you're getting that feeling for a reason, because dreams do become bad times 10. Dreams are our wishes, you know? It's like, this is what I want. It's not gonna, the outcome is not gonna be what you expect. Yeah, something like that. There's an outcome that you could be within a love situation, because we have the Knight of Cups, wishes, being your authentic self, and the fucking Lovers. Oh, it's giving me a headache. I don't know, the Lovers are giving me a headache. You're standing out to someone, you're vibrant, because the Diamonds are like alluring and pretty. You're someone's. A wish you wished for was not your own. It was somebody else's wish. Oh, I don't feel good now. I feel like I'm a puke. It's coming out of nowhere. A wish you wished for was not your wish. It was not your own. Like say you were wishing for someone. In all actuality, they were wishing for you. I don't know what that means exactly, so whatever it means to you. It's almost like getting into somebody else's energy and doing what they want, like doing what they do without realizing it, but it's coming from you. It almost sounds like, okay, like a form of possession, but it's not. So it's not like you're possessed and you need to, deliverance and shit like that. Nothing like that. But if you think about it, it's kind of like that. So when you're in a state where you're open to energies, to, living people's energies and those on the other side, you can feel what they feel. Okay, this happens to me. It really does. But I know I'm not the only one in the fucking world that this happens to. And it can be confusing when it happens because you can think it's you. Because it feels like you. Because you're not, like, consciously tapping into someone or something specific. You know what I mean? When you are, it'd be more, it would be confirmation for you, for one. But it would be easier to understand because you're intentionally doing it. But when you're unintentionally doing it, it can be confusing. So you could have been in a state where you're picking up on some other energy and acting and reacting in the way that energy wanted you to, or the way that they would if it's a living person, because I feel like I'm copying someone, but I'm not intentionally copying them. Because this doesn't feel like someone that wants to be just like you and like, oh, we're twins. Like, not that. This is unintentionally mimicking other people. It doesn't even feel like just one person because of energies. Death. Well, there's scorpionic energy here, but you could be taking on the traits of someone who's crossed over, or multiple people, depending on, if this is a gift of yours or not. Because what this is reminding me of is literally what I do for a living. And I don't do this part often. I'm gonna be more open to it coming up when I have more time. But yeah, something to do with messages, when the dead are delivering messages. Someone on the other side is talking to someone. Doesn't feel negative though. But anyways, what it's reminding me of, because this legit happens, and I got like, I know it happens because it happens to me, and I've had it happen so many different times that it was just, I don't know, it's mind-blowing to me. I don't know, I second guess myself a lot when I shouldn't. I'm just being real with y'all, because it's part of the process, we're all human, and I'm definitely not a fucking know-it-all. I do not know everything. I question everything so I can learn, But anyways, and when I do learn things, I like to share it so that you guys, if you have those questions, then you have something to go off from, for yourselves. Because I do talk to a lot of spiritual people. But anyways, okay, I got a couple of psychometry things that I want to mention. One of them I mentioned before, and it was the craziest one of all, because it was before I wasn't even on YouTube yet doing tarot readings. I was, doing readings and stuff for myself and just kind of getting acclimated with my gifts at the time, but I didn't dive in head first. It was just kind of here and there. And someone caught wind. I can't remember how, because I didn't even really talk to this person. She was in accounting and I was in HR, and I didn't really talk to her much. I'd see her in passing, so I had no clue about her life or anything. And apparently her husband had passed away, and she wanted to see if I could pick up anything on him. And I was like, don't tell me anything. So that's what I said to her at first. I don't want to know how it happened. I don't want to know anything. I was like, you can tell me his first name if you want, but that's about it. I don't want nothing else. And she's like, okay. So she gave me his wedding ring. I'm getting a pit in my stomach now with this one. Because I could feel shit. It was so weird because it had never, I don't know, maybe it happened to me in the past when I picked up on people and stuff, but I wasn't in tune with it. You know what I mean? It just didn't register because that's not what I wasn't trying to do it, you know what I mean? So there's probably a lot of times I dealt with depression and issues that were not my fucking own, that I didn't know weren't my own, you know? But regardless of history and that, it's worked itself out. Because I can tell you right now, I've gone to the hospital so many goddamn times for illnesses and ailments that weren't me. Like, I literally thought I was dying a few times and nothing was fucking wrong with me. But anyways, that will make people think you're nuts, just saying, and it did. But regardless, I'm holding on to, I was like, I'll do this on my lunch break or whatever and just see what comes up. So I was holding on to it in my hand as I'm driving because I was going to go get food. And all of a sudden, I started feeling super sick. Like, it was all in my stomach. I'm going to vomit. That's what reminded me of this. I was feeling so sick, and I literally had to pull over the car pull over the side of the road because I thought I was gonna and I hadn't even eaten anything, and I'm like, maybe I'm just really hungry, like, I don't know. And I just got all these different feelings, and I remember seeing flowers in my head, and they were like kind of wildflowers, like daisies, and like a mix of them. And I was at someone's wedding, like in my mind, I saw flowers and a wedding. And I'm like, I can't remember everything now because this was years ago. And then afterwards, I was like, I was so nervous to tell her. I'm like, what if I'm wrong? Like, I don't want to tell her what I saw because it could just be a bunch of bullshit, And I don't want to mess with someone's emotions with somebody who has crossed over and, have them get upset if I'm wrong because, that's a touchy subject matter. And I don't want to hurt no one. So I wouldn't talk to her face to face. I wouldn't. I'm like, I will email you my experience because I needed to separate myself from it because I was like, I don't know. Like, I was very nervous because it was the very first time I'd ever done that for someone I didn't know. And it was just, I don't know, it was a nerve-wracking experience. But I was right on the money. And she literally came up to my desk after she read the email crying with tears in her eyes and showed me a picture. I'm gonna cry thinking about it. The last picture that she had of her husband was at their daughter's wedding or something, and that's what I saw in my head. And he also passed away of stomach cancer. And I was like, what the hell, he fucking died? I mean, I was like shaking, like, holy shit. Like, what did I just do? That's how I felt the very first time. Well, recently, just a few days ago. I mean, this has happened a bunch of times since then when I was, I guess, intentionally doing it because I was holding an object or doing a reading or whatever. But there's been many times that it was unintentional and it did make me look like a loon. It really did, but I had no clue what the fuck was going on because I wasn't intentionally doing it. So anyways, a few days ago, I finally did a reading for someone I know. I don't know them well. We've talked here and there, but it's just kind of like quick shooting the shit. Hey, how are you type crap because we're not like friends. And so I don't really know anything about this person's life is what I'm getting at. And she wanted a reading and she gave me a pendant with her mother's ashes in it. And I was prompted to put it on during her reading. I'm not going to dive into what her messages were because that's private. But I literally, my light just flashed. The second I put the necklace on and hit record, I was having I felt heavy chested because it was difficulty breathing, but I could breathe fine. But I'm like, it's almost like a severe smoker's lung is what it felt like because it just felt heavy. And I'm like, I don't know why I can't breathe. And then I'm like, I feel fucking high. And then I was like, I don't know if I'm high or tired. Now I feel tired. I feel stressed. And I was just the way that's how it started the second I put the pendant on. And I had no idea how her mother passed because I don't like prior information. And come to find out, she passed away of an OD. And that's how you pass from shit like that. Like, I was like, and this person was blown away when she messaged me back. She's like, you're fucking awesome. Why can't you? Like, I guess I touched on a bunch of subject matters for her that really helped her out. And I'm glad, because that's the point of a reading. And so that was a really cool confirmation. But yeah, I feel how people pass. I feel illnesses, ailments of living people, you know? And sometimes it feels like it's happening to me. Just saying. Some of you probably have that gift. That's probably why it's coming up. Something you've been waiting for is coming. It's gonna happen. Because this is making me think of like when you have a feeling that something's gonna happen, someone's gonna call you, this opportunity is gonna present itself, whatever it is, like you just have this feeling. And like, okay, this is how it's gonna happen. Even if you don't know how it totally unfolds, you just know something's gonna happen, and then it doesn't. Excuse me. And it's like, well, why the fuck do I feel that way then? And then all of a sudden it does. It's all about timing. It's all about timing and strength. Because you wouldn't have been strong enough to say no, or to handle these abilities, or to handle the situation, whatever you felt was coming. You wouldn't have been strong enough to handle it or deal with it or understand it if it happened sooner. So I feel like you were pre-warned about something, or shown something way in advance to prepare you, because you wouldn't have been ready otherwise. There's a lot of lessons in this too, and a lot of worry, like overthinking. You would have been too scared to go for this opportunity or to do whatever this is if it happened, if things didn't unfold in the way that they did in this situation. I don't know, because I feel like I'm building my confidence, and it's not just like, I feel like Spirit was teaching you to build up your confidence, to stand tall, to be strong, to create boundaries spiritually and with people, you know, so that, I don't know, because I feel like I'm learning how to become a knight or a soldier or whatever, because you got to go through the phases and learn that shit, you know. Even in the military, you go through basic or boot camp or whatever, and yeah, they whip your ass into shape, but it's more to it. There's more to it than just the physical aspects of it. You got to learn all kinds of tips and tricks and how to use different weapons and whatever, like tactics and crap that you otherwise you wouldn't have known. That's what Spirit's doing with somebody, like preparing you with these little wins, the little upsets, the little things, like a little at a time, because something big is coming. And if you weren't prepared, you would just sit there and probably cry, like, I can't do this. But you can, because Spirit's been training you. You're in training. Someone's in training, and you probably didn't even realize it. I feel like your training's done, because I just want to push you out the door and be like, sink or swim. It's time. It's time for something. I just heard you were being taught things that you shouldn't even know, because it's shit you can't get out of a book. This would be something that would be handed down from generation to generation. It could be spiritual gifts and abilities, but regardless of abilities, it's like knowledge that's handed down, that's not written down. And eventually, if it's not shared anymore, it will just go to the wayside, because that's kind of what this feels like. It feels like for generations, our ancestors shared this knowledge, just passed it down. And then one day it stopped and it didn't get passed down anymore, and it's not written down. So then it disappears. But does it disappear? No, because spirit has that knowledge. It's like you're getting these downloads of ancient knowledge that's not in books. Some of it might be kind of worrisome, just saying. Yeah, because there's shit that you shouldn't know because you never read about it, and you couldn't read about it because it ain't in a fucking book. And other people probably won't believe you when you say certain things because there's nothing to back it up with certain information, not with everything here. But that's okay, because that's just for you. And you can pass it down the line if you need to. With whatever it is, Page of Wands, yeah, you can pass it down the line. We're preparing you for this journey. Okay? So you know which direction to go in. So you trust yourself, because you're going to need to. It's almost making me think of like when someone's lost in the fucking woods and they don't have a compass, or they don't know any of, like, I don't know, they're not a woodsy person, so they're going, oh fuck, I gotta trust myself here, and I don't know where I'm going. And if you're like going, you're not gonna trust yourself, you're not gonna listen to your instincts because you're gonna be in panic mode. Even if you're not lost in the woods, but that's a good example. So you gotta center yourself and allow and trust the information that comes through. Trust the feelings you get. Like when I had that internal GPS and literally drove through Berlin, New Hampshire, never fucking been there before, and I knew exactly where I was going. I mean, consciously I did not know. I'm going, hopefully I don't get fucking lost. Oh well, be an adventure, But I stayed calm, and whenever I would hear go left, go right, go up this road or whatever, I would. And I literally made it out of there with no problems. I didn't even have to turn around once. It was crazy. But you can do that in sticky situations, if you find yourself in a bad situation, or if you're lost in the woods, center yourself. Instead of freaking out going, oh my god, there's trees everywhere, I don't know which direction to go in. Oh, I hear water, okay, there's a river, go to the river, which way is it flowing? You know what I mean? Like, usually you can find civilization if you follow a river anyways, but not every area has a river. That's just an example. Follow the sun, because the way that it rises and sets, and the North Star. There's a bunch of different things, but even if you can't navigate that way, I just feel like just trust yourself. Like if you stand there and go, I feel like I should go this way, just fucking walk that way. Talk to that person, do whatever. I just want to start singing, walk this way. Don't get upset over this, okay? She looks defeated to me. She feels defeated. Like, I don't think I can do this. I'm not good at this. Yeah, there's discouragement here, but it's self-discouragement because of a lack of understanding. Because I keep wanting to say, don't fear being wrong, and don't doubt yourself. Like, there's pain here. Spirit is preparing you for a painful situation. It could be a family situation or something to do with a child or children. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like this for some reason. I don't even know what it is. What is this pertaining to? For some of you, there's a painful situation that happened in the past. I'm not sure if it surrounds children or a family situation. It's just past energy where you did feel defeated. You got hurt through this process, through whatever was going on, possibly because of what somebody was saying. They just weren't woke. I feel like there's a clash here. Someone wasn't seeing eye to eye with you, and they hurt you in the process because they ended a situation between the two of you, no matter who they are to you, or they created some type of fear, some type of anxiety, some type of sadness, disappointment, pain, because they didn't agree with you. They thought you were lying or full of shit, basically. And now they're torn. Yeah, someone did and said shit they shouldn't have. And they're feeling bad about it. Because there's like a wake-up call here. Yeah, well, we have the devil. It's because they were afraid. This person was afraid of what you were saying, what you were sensing, what you were feeling, what the fuck was going on. They feared the unknown. I keep talking about that for some reason recently. But you stood strong in this situation, even if you felt defeated. Yeah, this person didn't want things to move forward with you or for you because they fear something. I don't know if they fear being found out or if they just fear your abilities. It's just like when people think spiritualists or psychics, mediums, whatever, anyone like that dealing with the metaphysical is, that's the devil's work. It's just because it goes against their belief system, even though it's not evil. Someone's looking at you as though what you're doing is bad. Who you are, like at your core, you're just a wolf in sheep's clothing, but you're not. Yeah. Temperance, but it's reversed and then it's spun sideways. If someone from the past who treated you like shit wants to resurrect something or apologize, it's okay to accept an apology, but let it fly. I wouldn't welcome them in your life because I feel like you need to put your foot down with whoever they are, because this person did a lot more to you than you even realized. Even if you felt something was off, something was wrong, or you had psychic dreams or visions of what the hell this person was doing and saying. So if you know on an intuitive level, just stay away from them, whoever they are, because someone wants to return. I think I said that already. Past tower. Yeah, somebody chose to ignore you in the past. They didn't work together with you. They didn't heal things. Impending doom. Well, I did say dreams do become bad times 10. It's like tower times 10. Well, the tower is reversed here. So Spirit's saying this is an unhealthy person or situation. This person's only going to bring you pain. Remember the past. Remember history, how they treated you in the past, what happened between you guys, whether you dated them or not, whether it's a family member or not. There's someone who caused a lot of pain to you, over and over and over is what it feels like. They are the fucking devil, And Spirit's saying don't move forward with this situation if they come back to fix things, because even if that was a wish of yours, like, I just wish I could have my family back. I just wish so-and-so would talk to me. I just wish this, that, whatever. Be careful what you wish for. That's what I started this reading off with. Be careful what you wish for, because this person might come back into your world, but they're not going to bring anything good. Spirit's telling you to avoid them. Yeah, they're not going to bring anything good. All they're going to bring is lies and burdens and stress. This person's only coming back because they're burdened with what you know to be true about them. It's funny because I feel like I want to invoke fear in you, but you actually scare them, which is kind of funny. And don't worry, the dead is on your side, so you'll get a heads up with this situation. But I feel like it's like the ultimate test, like the ultimate spiritual test, because this is someone you want, something you want, and you've probably wanted it for a long time. But it's not going to be what you expect. Beware. Love you guys.